Welcome to this onboard with Steve and VR video. As you may have deduced from the thumbnail, you are about to experience chaos and carnage at its absolute best. You may even have seen this race from Kie25 or Rory's perspective. Even though this race was indeed raced by myself in VR, you will be seeing the cockpit view with a picture-in-picture replay view. Be sure to watch to the end as the chaos unfolds. From a rolling start, me driving the Nissan GTR, there is always going to be a Mercedes passing you before you even reach Tertre Rouge, and I have Camp and Mark behind me. Camp manages to get the run off the line and get past. I hold Mark behind me, who gets tagged by Felix, setting the scene for Hunaudiers. The three guys ahead are pulling away as we head up Hunaudiers. Felix gets a good run out of the corner, and together with the slipstream closes the gap rapidly. He decides not to bump draft me, a good decision as he slingshots past me, allowing me to take full advantage of the slipstream and give him a nudge once we are both up to speed. Driving in VR, I need to step out of the slipstream knowing that the first chicane is coming up so that I can see where the brake markers are. Back in the slipstream, let's catch Felix. Felix has a 0.5-second penalty, so I know I will be past him soon enough, but we still need to work together to stay with the leading group. Felix does a wiggle. Not sure what he is trying to tell me. I presume he is not liking the bump drafting. Big moment for Felix, but he manages to keep control. Slider is catching me quickly now. He also has a 0.5-second penalty. There is nothing I can do, so I let him pass. Looks like Camp has had a problem at Indianapolis. He gets passed by cars on both sides before we turn right at Onage. Coming out of is where the penalties will be served, severely compromising your run to the Porsche curves. I get past Felix, but unfortunately get stuck behind Slider at the Porsche curves. Not great to be stuck behind a Mercedes here, as this is where the GTR shines. I just need to be careful not to run into the back of him while staying as close as I can. Slider goes wide at the Dunlop chicane, allowing me to pass him on the inside and get ahead before we enter the S's. I need to push now to get a buffer between myself and the pack before the long straight. Two cars out wide and onto the grass. This is helping me build the buffer I need. Mark is closing, but I can see he has penalty hanging over his car. I'll let Mark pass and tuck into his slipstream and hopefully pass him again at the exit of orange. I get the pass done as Mark serves his penalty. I need to stay ahead of him into the Porsche curves now. Luckily Mark decides to bump draft me as we enter the Porsche curves, knowing he will only slow us both down trying to pass at this point. Good move, Mark. I take full advantage of the clean air as I push to build the buffer I need for the long straight again. I speed up the video for this lap as I hold my position and focus on pushing the limits to stay ahead of the chasing pack. As I cut across to the right of the track at Tertre Rouge, I misjudge the apex by mere millimeters. GT7 does not care about that and dishes out a 0.5-second penalty. Now going into lap 4 in P3, this penalty is going to put me in the clutches of Mark and the Mercedes behind. I just need to focus and push on every corner. legit, however GT7 decides to add another 0.5 seconds to the penalty. This is not looking good as P5, Rory is now also in reach of passing me. P4 and P5 pass me before the port curves. I need to hang on to the back of Rory without running into the back of him here. If you are watching the rain meter on the left, you would have noticed that there is moisture building up on the track. Not enough to warrant a pit stop just yet, as you can get by on slick tyres quite well until the rain indicator reaches the first white line. The rain is starting to come down now. I am trying to hang on to Rory so I can use the slipstream down the straight, but also keeping a close eye on the rain indicator. It is clear that we are losing grip fast and the track is getting quite wet now. Braking early, trying to get the car slowed down smoothly for the chicane. We are entering the unpredictable zone where you can lose all of the available grip in an instant. The car twitches under braking. I keep it under control and try keep as much speed as I can through the corner. Too much? I should have realized when the car twitched that the grip here had completely deteriorated. I hang on and get the car back on track without going off too far. There are cars going off all over the place. I get tagged by Mark, which sends me into a spin, colliding with the barrier. I have been demoted from P2 to P12. What a disaster! There seems to be more grip on this side of the track. Let's see what I can do to salvage the situation. A 3-second penalty for passing Stupendous under a yellow flag. That is Stupendous as in VR. You need to be watching the marshals, you don't get the yellow text that pops up. How are you supposed to do that with all this going on? It's getting crazy now. The rain has melted every racing driver's brain. Cars are off all over the place. I have recovered from P12 to P3. I now need to serve a 3-second penalty, so that is going to drop me down the order again. Trying to slow it down into the Porsche curves, I run into the back of the naked ape. An awkward moment considering. But we are good. He stays on course with me following closely behind. Out of nowhere, Rory punts me to the outside of the corner where I find Kie25 waiting for me. Rory apologizes, but I still think you owe me a pint for that one, Rory. I am dropping positions again. Fast. Back down to P14, with only a few corners to go. I am done for. Absolute carnage in the final stretch, cars going off in both directions. Banners flying across the track. Car going the wrong direction. The water spray coming off the track, visibility is almost zero. Remember, I am in VR here, and it is quite an experience. Dodging all of this is virtual reality. I just need to get through the final chicane for the last time. Everyone else decides to just go straight. I'm in P3. Ow! I gun it for the finish line, noticing P2 has a penalty. I cross the line and P1. I have just won the craziest race ever.